this is Let Us Eat and welcome to my channel. I am Suzanne Ridgway. Today I am going to be doing some meal prep for today and tomorrow. I am going to be working with drumsticks and I'm going to make southern fried chicken for today, and then tomorrow is going to be chicken noodle soup. It's going to be bitter cold the next few days, near zero, and I just want to make a nice comfort food for my kids to come home from school tomorrow, and today is Sunday, and have some old-fashioned cooking, and I thought southern style drumsticks would be perfect. I have this big bag of drumsticks that I'm going to use, and I'm going to split them up so we have 2 meals out of the bag. And I could probably break it down to 3 meals, so I'm going to take my bones that I have left over. I'm going to boil down in a big stock pot to put soup starter into the freezer, because I'm going to be using my last one that I made from a couple of weeks ago when I melted down a whole chicken carcass and I made homemade bone broth soup. And then I froze it so I could have soup a few weeks into the future, which we had this past week. We had chicken and soup with rice, and it was delicious because the bone broth was just incredible from homemade chicken soup. At this time, look for that red subscribe word and please click on it, and give this video a big thumbs up, and tap the bell so you get all my notifications for meal prep ideas and menu planning tips. I'm going to start by seasoning my chickens with some fresh black cracked pepper, about 3 teaspoons. I'm going to eyeball it. And then about 3 teaspoons of garlic. If you watch my cooking videos, you know I don't cook with regular table salt, and if I do, I use sea salt. Now, I have 2.5 cups of panko in here. I have about 2 teaspoons of black pepper and garlic in the panko seasoning. And I'm going to take the chicken one at a time, and I'm going to roll it in the bowl, and then I'm going to set it aside. And I'm going to do this to each piece of chicken, and I'm going to do it twice so they get a healthy coat. And you should cook these on a cookie sheet because they come out better and crispier with a little bit of oil, like a tablespoon, drizzled on them. I used to use flour for breading, but I find it just slides right off the poultry and doesn't work very well. You can also do this with the egg, but I just wet my chicken. And it does the same thing. We're getting ready to put our laundry in this morning, and my husband's a big helper around the house with cooking and cleaning. And I don't drive because of my eyes, so he does all the driving and does the grocery shopping. I help plan the lists and I do the menu planning and the majority of the cooking. This is the last drumstick. Then I'm going to drizzle a tablespoon of cooking oil over the chickens and then do a second coating. Give my hands a quick rinse. Ever since I redid my kitchen, I can find everything so much easier now. Just drizzle about a tablespoon over the chickens. Needs just a little bit more. And then you're gonna give them a second bath in the panko. You can find panko at the Dollar Tree now. So panko has come down in pricing. And I like to turn the chickens opposite way to make more room for the drumsticks. And never reuse the panko with poultry because you don't want food poisoning and cross-contaminate anything. Only the same chicken. So you would not be able to use this for a different meal. We're going to serve this with some delicious mashed potatoes and frozen niblet corn. On to the last piece of chicken. And I'm going to give my hands a quick rinse. And this is what the chicken looks like. It's got 2 coatings on it, and I have them turned every other way to give the pan plenty of room. This is going to go into a 400-degree preheated oven when it's near dinner time, and it's going to roughly cook for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then we're going to test it with our thermometer. Because this is Meal Prep Sunday, my brand new casserole dish, it comes with a top. I'm going to take my extra chicken, and I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. And I'm going to cook the chicken for the soup tomorrow. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of garlic and 3 teaspoons of fresh black cracked pepper. A couple teaspoons of chopped onion. And I'm going to drizzle a tablespoon of oil on the chicken. And I'm going to seal the lid on my casserole dish and let this sit in the refrigerator while the oven continues to preheat. And then I'm going to cook the chicken, and I'm going to get it shredded up for the chicken soup tomorrow. And I'm going to save all the drippings in the bottom of the pan with the bones, and I'm going to throw it all into a stock pot to make a delicious batch of homemade chicken soup. I'm going to go ahead and dice up this onion. All part of Meal Prep Sunday. My chicken should be done in a few minutes that I roasted. I'm going to let that cool before I shred it. Cut the onion in half. Just be careful with your fingers. Dough slicer at the Dollar Tree. It works wonders for mincing onions. been getting ready for the week with some meals and some housework. We have laundry in. My teen just folded all the laundry from the other day, and I'm going to put them away and set some clothes up for my 11-year-old for Monday and Tuesday, because my 11-year-old goes to school 5 days a week. And I'm going to make sure the backpack's all ready for school for tomorrow, and she's got some math to do later today. I'm going to get that done. I like the mornings to run smoothly, so we just have to get up, get dressed, brush our teeth, eat if hungry. If not, they can eat at school. It's a free breakfast program until they're 18 during the pandemic. That's just income qualified right now, which is a really nice bonus. These look nice. I really enjoy this that I picked up. Now I'm going to take my crock pot. I'm going to put the onions right in it. And then I am going to slice up my celery. I'm going to get this all used up. So I've been going around with my list and adding on things that we need. Now that I know exactly what's in my cabinets from decluttering and cleaning, and what's in my freezer from defrosting and organizing, as well as my refrigerator, I can run my kitchen more smoothly and menu plan better. And that way I don't buy too much so we don't waste. On Sunday and Monday is a good time to use what's in your refrigerator especially if it's going to expire soon. So you don't waste it. My family's not a big fan of carrots, but you can certainly add frozen fresh carrots. I don't use garden fresh because they don't tenderize as well as it should, even in the crock pot. Put that over there for now. This is an easy way for making soup. I have a colander in my sink that's collecting all the garbage, and it runs through so it doesn't fill up. I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven and I'm going to let it cool down. This is the soup starter that I made a couple weeks ago and I froze it. And when I thaw this, I'm going to put it into the crock pot instead of using water or canned broth. Kind of tap it to make sure it's not hot so you don't burn yourself. And then adjust the camera. I'm going to take the chicken and start shredding it. On the clean cutting board, make sure you rinse it after using vegetables so you don't cross-contaminate. Kind of shred it as best as you can, because I'm going to leave the bones right in so you get all that nutrition. I've been going through this morning, in between takes, sweeping, decluttering, and getting ready for the week. Not just meal prep, but life ready. And making sure my 6th grader has everything she needs, because it's bitter cold at the bus stop. My teen is pretty self-efficient. They don't have to have a lot of supervision there. You can only smell this video. smells fabulous. I'm going to take the bone and put it right into the crock pot. I'm going to push the chicken over to the right of my cutting board and go on to the next one. And I'll be right back. The bigger pieces I'm going to cut now that the chicken's completely shredded. And I put the bones in here as well, so the rest of that chicken can fall right off. There's not too many big pieces. Just kind of cut them and sift through your fingers. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to scrape the rest of the chicken. With all those yummy drippings right into the crock pot. I always give my cutting board a rinse after every use, and I'm going to take the drippings and put it right into the crock pot. And I didn't waste anything. It all went into the stock pot. In today's world, you've got to use everything that you can. And this is just going to sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then I will start it around 9 a.m. my time. Here's what the homemade chicken soup looks like. And this is before I add the homemade broth that I made a few weeks ago that's thawing. And I will add a boiling cube to it with a couple of teaspoons of garlic and fresh black cracked pepper. The kitchen doesn't have to be overwhelming or a scary place, and you can teach your children young to menu plan and have them help you prep meals so they have a sense when they move out for college of what's going on in the kitchen, and that way they know how to use a stove top and the oven and other appliances that get hot and respect the ones that are hot. And I have my chicken drumsticks down for today, and I did Southern style. I have the soup all set. All I have to do is add my broth that I made from scratch, thawing into it with a boiling cube and some spices. And then I will take out my pork chops for Tuesday on Monday. And for sauce, I have some Italian sausage in my freezer that I want to use up, about a half a pound. And I'm going to take that out on Tuesday night for Sunday for my meal prep. And I do have tacos written down for Thursday, but that might be changed to Mexican meatloaf because I was gifted 5 pounds of Mexican beef mix, and I want to make a Mexican meatloaf with it. And I do have to pick up potatoes at the store this week, and we're not going to be going out today because it feels like 0 or less where we are here in New York, and it is very cold outside. And I will need them for Tuesday, and I don't need them for tomorrow. And I have stuffing, so instead of potatoes tonight, I do have 2. I will cook them to get them done. I have stuffing, and I'll make some stuffing to go with the Southern fried chicken. And then we'll serve it with some peas or some green beans, because I always have plenty of frozen vegetables in the bottom of my big freezer. At this time, if you would like some more meal prep Sunday videos to get the beginning of your week running more smoothly, and you have an idea what's going on at home, so you can go out into the world and feel comfortable and not feel overwhelmed with what's for dinner when you get back, give the video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe so you get in the know and get to know me and my family. And tap that bell so you can see what we're doing on a regular basis and see all our videos. Yesterday, I did a video outside of my comfort zone. I made a craft and I baked some cupcakes, and they came out pretty good considering it's a Pinterest trick. And I'm going to play around with it more so I can make them even better, so I can better my videos. And my wreath, everybody really liked. I had posted it on Facebook and in my Facebook group, which is Let Us Eat, Cook, Clean, and Family. So go look for that on Facebook and join, and I'll approve you. And have a great day.